I wish you could feel how nice and toasty it is inside the house here, and how chilly it is outside. So good morning and welcome to another wonderful day on the Boisterous Cock farmstead. So last night was the last of a 2-night cold snap. It was a 2-night cold snap where we got down, actually last night it got enough to freeze the trailer supply hose. So my wife actually had to go take a shower in town. So whenever it's gonna freeze, or when it gets to the point in the year that it's going to be freezing often, I take my automatic water timers off and shut everything down, purge the lines as best I can. And reason being is, even if you leave a little bit of residual water in these, it'll freeze up and break the mechanism internally here. So it's best to just take it out, put it in somewhere. For us, it was only going to be a couple days of freezing temperatures. It should be up back into the low 50s tonight and for the next few weeks here. So kind of a weird little snap there, but got to protect your equipment and always keep an eye out on the forecast just to make sure that nothing's going to sneak up on you. So I'm going to continue getting all the animals done this morning. And today's actually the day that I'm going to let our laying group back out. And if you remember from one of the previous videos, I was going to put them in there for 7 to 10 days. This is the 10th day. And we'll see if they go back in there to roost at night, or if they come back out to their old patterns of roosting up in the tree and here on this tractor. So I just looked at the forecast and looks like we're gonna have a chilly night tonight, but it shouldn't get down to freezing. So I went ahead and started charging up my water lines again. I've actually got water line that runs over to this mobile home area there. Oh, I got a cat up on my greenhouse there, basking in the sun. So I've got a water line that runs over there, and then it comes up, and underneath the trailer there, it's just PVC pipe. So when we're gonna get freezing temperatures or through the winter time, I have to purge that line. Sometimes I do it better than other times. This time it looks like it either just didn't get cold enough, or I purged it well enough. There were no cracks in there. So almost at least once a year I have to fix some kind of break somewhere along that line there. But that only takes me what, 10-15 minutes in a dollar's worth of parts or whatever. So the time that it saves to be able to have water out there definitely is worth it throughout the entire year. So let's go ahead and get these timers hooked back up. At least one now. Hi, Pumpkin. Hi, big girl. Hey, you're way bigger than Dumbo. So here is the spigot that I have for the this grasture area with the tripod pivot sprinkler. So we'll get this hooked up. Turn back on. Alright, we're back in business. Patches is hunting something. She sees a bird. You guys ready for some hay? So these guys here, this is about 50% more hay. This is a pretty thick flake, 50% more than I usually give them. But because it has been cold, I've been feeding them a little bit more. And like I said, we're forecasted to have about, it says 36. It usually gets a little bit colder out here on the farm than that forecast shows. But I want to make sure that they've got enough to keep them warm in their belly. And so they get their alfalfa in the morning, and then they get fodder in the evening. I'm not ready to let those girls out yet. They're going to be swarming all over the buckets. For the baby pigs here, they've already gotten their fodder tray. I did that when I went to go hook up the water again, and been giving them a little bit of pellets. Hey Bubba, Bodie boy, Bodie boy. Yeah, I don't got any food for you. He has not liked it in with the babies as much as he liked it out with the girls. And I'm not sure if that's because they definitely challenged him. There's one of the girls was pretty on him when we first got in there. So now I'm gonna go feed the main herd here their supplemental hay, and this is Sudan grass. Give them a nice thick flake of hay here, and they seem to be holding their weight pretty good, and there's no extra hay, so that seems to be pretty good balance there. Girls! Here they all come. Oh, we got one straggler somewhere. There they come. They're over in the far section of mesquite there. Now this particular hay is a fairly low protein content, so it's more just to get their belly full, have some carbs in them, and feel a little bit more satiated, because there is some fairly nutrient dense forage out there, but there's just not a lot of it. So between the two, they should be getting all the essentials that they need, but this is just to help fill their stomachs so they don't feel hungry throughout the day as much. There's you could tell, like this is Tootsie here. She's the Duroc cross. She doesn't do as good out here as all my guinea hogs, so I might actually pull her out of there here in the next couple days. She'll She looks like she's losing her fat, and then since we're coming into the coldest time of the year, I want to make sure that she's not in danger of getting sick or anything being too cold out here. So I'll probably put her in with her babies, and there's better forage in this middle pasture here sometime during the next day or two, maybe later today, maybe in a few minutes. I don't know, we'll see when I'm done with feeding all the chickens and everything how that goes.